Okay, welcome everyone as we learn the Mishna Yomis in Masechtas Kesuvos, and we're holding in the second parak, and we are up to Mishna Ches and Tes, sponsored Le'ilui Nishmas Chaim ben Avram ben Yamin Beinish for the for Shleimer Yomis ben Chayesara, and for the schus of Avram ben Yam Beinish ben Malk Yudis and family, by the Fisher family, Le'ilui Nishmas Baski Bas Rabba, Shleimer ben Avram Alevi, and Perel Bas Ruben, by Yol Klugman and family, for Shleimer for Avigdor Aya ben Rivka, for Yocheved Nechama ben Yenta, and for Meir ben Chayesara. They should have a refuah Shleimer b'sei Shachal Yisrael. So, Rabbi Yehuda says, Ein malin lakun al piyei echad. Rabbi Yehuda says, if a man comes into town and we don't know who he is, one witness cannot testify to allow him to be able to eat truma. However, Amar Rabbi Elazar modifies this. Eimasai, when is this? B'mekayim sheyesh oyrin. When there's two witnesses that come and say that he was born from a kohen that married a grusha or a chalutza, and therefore he's a chalal. But if there are no witnesses to the contrary, then malon lakun al pi echad, then we could have him ascend to the status of a kohen with one witness. Rabbi Shimon Gamliel, I'm a Mishim Rabbi Shimon ben Askan. Rabbi Shimon Gamliel says in the name of Rabbi Shimon ben Askan, malon lakun al pi echad, which the Rav explains means as follows: if there was a rumor that he wasn't a kohen. Then one witness comes and says he's a valid kohen. Then two witnesses come and say, no, his father was a kohen, married a divorcee, and he's a chalal. And then another witness comes and says that he was a kohen. We could combine the first witness and the last witness, even though they came together, to be mevatel the other two witnesses and cause him to ascend to be a kohen. Now, Mishna Tes tells us, we know that normally if a woman is taken into captivity by pirates, if she's married to a kohen, she won't be able to continue to live with him because she's suspected of being molested. And in the case of a kohen, he cannot stay with his wife even if she was raped, even if she was violated. However, if a woman was arrested by goyim al yedei mammon because of money, because she owed money or her husband owed money, then muteris l'bal, she's permitted to her husband even if he's a kohen, because there we say they won't take the liberty to touch her because they're afraid of losing their money. But al yedei nefashis, if she was arrested and threatened with execution, then asur l'bala, she's forbidden to her husband even if her husband is a Yisrael, because there she's suspected to trade favors and be even with them willingly in order to prolong her life. Ir shekavasha karkum, a city that was conquered by a Goyish army or a Goyish pogrom, then they take no, they have no inhibitions and they rape the women. So there, kol kahanas shenimtzu b'seichai, all kahanas that are found there, psulas, are disqualified to their husband because we assume they were violated. However, we are mekel b'shvuya, and therefore we say if they have any witness that they weren't molested, even with a shivcha or an eved, that's enough. Im yeshlam edim, if they have any witness, afilu eved, afilu shivcha, even a slave, a eved kanani or a shivcha kananis, harielu nemanim. They're believed, except that they're not believed about themselves. They can't say that I testify that I wasn't touched. Adam karvetzel atzmai, and they're not trusted. And for that matter, their husband is not trusted to say either that my wife wasn't touched, because ishtay kegufay, so the husband is like herself. And the Gemara tells us a tragic story. Amar Zechariah ben Akatzav, who was a kohen, said, "Hama'oina zeh, by the temple, my wife's hand didn't leave my hand from the time Goyim entered into Yerushalayim until they left. and they told him, sorry, but you can't give testimony. You and your wife are like one, Ishtay Kegufa, and therefore you're not believed. The person can't testify about themselves. A person can't testify for himself, and therefore if there are no other witnesses, his wife would be forbidden to him. We're going to stop over here, Rabbi Isai. Again, tomorrow night we have the Chumash here. We're still looking for a sponsor, 718-916-3100, rmmwsi@aol.com. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a wonderful evening.